to Pop Leisure, and I'm your host, Lane Caddy. Pop Leisure gives you the lowdown on local happenings, movies, music, art, and entertainment. Let us know what's happening in your neck of the woods at Pop Leisure Show on Instagram or email popleisureshow@gmail.com. Join us on FM 98.5 The Phoenix, Thursdays at 6 p.m. and Fridays at 9. Welcome to the show. I just wanted to spend a little time with you today to give you background information on me and what I'm doing here. My name is Lane Caddy. I'm the voice behind this podcast. I'm based out of Oaks. That's the little town between Phoenixville and King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. I've spent a lot of time really paying attention to what's going on around here, especially when it comes to movies, music, arts, and entertainment. This didn't just come out of nowhere either. I've always been the kind of person who's digging for what's next, whether that's local artists before they blow up, or small venues putting on great shows, or a film that didn't get mainstream attention, but I really loved it. You know how there's always stuff happening, but unless you're really looking for it, you kind of miss it? That's where it all started for me. It's no small coincidence that I work for the management group that runs Arnold's Family Fun Center, Oaks Center Cinema, and the American Treasure Tour Museum. So you'll hear lots of guests from those venues. And when we talk, you might hear me say things like, we really worked hard at this, or our next big event, or we've been offering these new tickets. So that'll help iron out any confusion. Yes, I am sort of working in representation of those companies and talking to a lot of the people who are working at these companies, working with these companies. A lot of my guests are regulars and colleagues. So I've spent 7 years in this role in the Oaks community, talking to people on the scene, following local creators, and just staying plugged in. Not from the outside, but really from being here. And so when I talk about local entertainment, I'm not just repeating the headlines that I've seen somewhere else. I'm talking about what I've seen, what's worth your time, and the guests and contributors for the show are really fascinating people with a wealth of knowledge. You'll be hearing from film experts, museum curators, show promoters, local bands, local businesses, influencers, artists, and more. Local business owners are a pillar of this community, and they definitely have a big place on the show. This podcast is really about highlighting what's all around us right here in our local community. Sometimes it's like recommendations. Sometimes it's a breakdown of what's available. Sometimes it might just be me putting you onto something that you maybe wouldn't have found otherwise. I'll find the time to sprinkle in some general chit chat about life and things. I'm also really into parenting, fitness, healthy eating. I've got 3 kids, so kids' activities are all really important to me. And I get so excited about things that are supporting children and families in our environment. There's a lot of big media out there covering national entertainment. So I don't know that, I really need to add to that, but there's not a lot focusing on what's happening right here or from the perspective of someone who's actually part of this greater Philadelphia vicinity. So much less, this little microcosm that's right here between King of Prussia and Phoenixville, Royersford, Norristown, Audubon, Spring City. I'm representing those places and what's happening in those places. And that's what I want this to be, just real grounded and really useful for my neighbors, talking with my neighbors. Because honestly, some of the best experiences don't come from the biggest names. They come from the local scene. They come from independent theaters. They come from neighborhood artists, events that don't always get the spotlight. And those are the things worth talking about, the things that you hear about from your friend or your neighbor across the street, things in your neighborhood from talented people. They're not necessarily making national news, but they're influencing your community, our community. So if you stick around here, what you can hear is real recommendations, honest opinions, local insights, and an interaction with different businesses and different people that are really doing something in the area. Spotlights on things that you might not know about otherwise. So if that sounds like your kind of thing, then stick around. Make sure you're following the podcast. You don't want to miss what comes next. Pop Leisure airs Thursdays and Fridays on FM 98.5 The Phoenix. And you can email me about an event or a business that you have. Email popleisureshow@gmail.com and follow us on Instagram @popleisureshow. So a little bit about me. I'm originally from Lancaster County. No, I was not Amish. I did not grow up on a farm, but there was definitely a farm across the street. And I measure the summer by how tall the corn is. That is true of me for sure. So I went to Temple University. Shout out to the Owls. I never saw them play because I was at Tyler School of Art back when it was in the Elkins Park campus. So I didn't attend the main university campus downtown. I was way up in Elkins Park on a quirky little art school campus where there was a great big field, and we did paintings and sculptures in the open air all day, all night. It was tremendous good times. After university, I definitely had enough of the city. I was from the country, thought it would be so great to go to the big city, and I felt like I really needed something in between. So I landed here in Oaks. This is a very happy medium between the two. It's quick access to some big things happening downtown. It's also quick access to some countryside, some good hiking trails, to some streams and nature. I need a lot of nature in my life. I also, fun fact, was a jeweler for many years. I ran my own business just as my father did before me. He was a business owner. I'm a business owner. And so that's why I have a special place in my heart for small businesses. I don't make jewelry any longer. I closed that company and started working here for the Valley Forge promotions team for Arnold's, Oak Center Cinema, and American Treasure Tour. It's been a long time. Fast forward 10 years or so after I started the jewelry business is when I started working in marketing. And I live nearby. My 3 kids absolutely love coming to work with me. They get to play at Arnold's and see movies and go to the Treasure Tour Museum is actually one of their favorite places in the world. When they have to go to work with mom, I just give them time play cards at Arnold's and they run around the arcade. So you can imagine that's really great. My family is a lot of fun. My job is a lot of fun. I feel really lucky for all of these reasons. And I feel really lucky to get to share with you all of the fun things going on around us, and maybe just feel like you have a neighbor that is supportive of fun and families and local businesses and neighbors. I think that we need more unity in the world. There is so much more that makes us united than there is that separates us. And we could all do with a little more of the good news and a little more of information about what brings us together. And that's what I'm excited about. So I appreciate you taking the time to listen to this little intro. And now for the rest of the show. You're listening to Pop Leisure, and I'm your host, Lane Caddy. Pop Leisure gives you the lowdown on local happenings, movies, music, art, and entertainment. Let us know what's happening in your neck of the woods at Pop Leisure Show on Instagram or email popleisureshow@gmail.com. Join us on FM 98.5 The Phoenix, Thursdays at 6 p.m. and Fridays at 9 p.m. I'm here joined today by Kate Achenbach of Kate Achenbach Designs. Welcome to the show, Kate.
Hi, thanks for inviting me.
Oh, thanks so much for coming. So I've worked with Kate a lot in the last few years. Kate runs a boutique marketing agency here in Montgomery County. It's focused on helping businesses with as little or as much as they need. And I love this mission statement, Kate, because some businesses need a very small thing, right? Some businesses say, can you design my logo? That is the thing. I just need this thing. And then other businesses need a whole lot.
Yeah.
Need a whole lot. And it's so cool that you're flexible to the wide range of those things. Give me a little bit of background about how you got into this kind of work.
Sure. So I started my career in graphic design and marketing. So I've worked in a couple B2B, B2C businesses, and really in marketing and design, you kind of wear so many hats.
Yeah.
And a lot of businesses have a lot of different needs that I've seen over the years. And I wanted to help more businesses than just kind of, work for one and do the same thing over and over again. and I decided to start my own business when I had my daughter in 2023.
Way to go, Kate. I just have to say real quick here that I give major props to mamas who are working hard and they have a baby and it's confusing in the workplace. Like, how are we going to manage this? We have got childcare, we have needs, I have skills, I'm trying to earn a living. And you said, I'm going to start a business. And I think that's a really exciting solution. So good for you. Way to go.
Yeah, it was terrifying to kind of leave a corporate situation and kind of like start out with nothing. But I wanted to be more available for my daughter if I needed to pick her up somewhere. My husband works a pretty demanding career, a lot of hours. So someone had to kind of take a step back. And I was in a marketing management role and kind of traveling sometimes. So
that's so stressful.
Yeah. But when I started in 2023, my goal, and still my goal, is to kind of help small to medium businesses with whatever they do need. Some people do come just for graphic design, and they just can't have a graphic designer on staff. Some people are overloaded with marketing tasks, and they do have some marketing people on their staff, but they just have overflow, and we can help with that. Some companies just don't even know, they're either new or they haven't done marketing, they haven't done branding, and they really need someone to kind of hold their hand through the whole process. And we do that also. Yeah. So we really try to fit whatever need the company has.
Whether it's design or social media is a big one where you can just whittle away hours and hours and hours a day on social media trying to achieve your goals for your company. And a lot of places have asked me for advice, like, if you're looking for us online, what do you see as missing? What could we do to strengthen our presence? And I often point to their Instagram page as being either maybe just kind of weak, could be stronger, or non-existent in many cases, right? But it's hard to find the time. If you're a business owner and you're trying to create a product or a service and run payroll and do all these other things, like, there is no time for that. So that's something also that I know that you can be for companies, right? You can be that person.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we do. We really take a look at everything that you're doing. If you come in, we try to do a marketing audit of, your website, your social presence, what listings do you have? Do you have branding? Do you have copy written for what your company is and what you do? Are you missing a storyline that could set your small business apart from like a huge business that, let's say HVAC. There's HVAC companies that have, 15 locations versus a small HVAC company that probably has a different storyline that might be a little bit more authentic. That's a family-owned company. And they might be missing the mark on not sharing really who they are and what they do.
Right, because the shopper can't really tell that apart unless they're really showing up with that story.
Yeah, exactly. And unfortunately, just like in the HVAC space, private equity companies are buying that up, buying companies up. And what's going to result in it is higher prices and the consumer really not being aware of who is doing the work for them. And I think it's going to result in a lower quality overall than a small to medium business who really just has their heart in what they do. Yeah. So getting those stories out there, getting authentic business owners to just share what they do, show up online, build a firm foundation. That's kind of what we do here at KA.
I'm having an epiphany. You're saying this. I'm recognizing that the reason that some of these big conglomerates are taking over these spaces is because they have the design team, the social media team. They have the full-on marketing suite of people in-house. And so they're gaining success with one or two or three or four, and then they keep adding and adding. And you're right, you're losing that authentic, that small town, that person that's your neighbor that can do this work because they don't have a full suite of marketing professionals
Yep.
working for them. And this is the way to achieve that. This is like having, you can outsource it for as little or as much as you need. And you can grow it in your busy season and dial it back in your slower season. So I think that's really exciting to get a hold of Kate to get some, if you're trying to find, if this is what you need, kateachenbachdesign.com is her website. I'm going to let her spell it. I'm afraid I'm going to miss the mark there.
So it's Kate Achenbach, AuChenbach.
Oh, thank you. All right. KateAchenbachDesign.com. You can get in touch with Kate to get some help with your business, your marketing. Even if your business is kind of, I'm an individual and I make stuff or, whatever that is, I think it means the world to get that presence. If somebody Googles you and they're getting nothing or what they're getting is a little bit, shaky in design, Kate has an amazing eye. She does the social media work and a lot of design work for Oak Center Cinema. And I have to say, I really love the aesthetic there. I love the building, the neon lights, the story that we're telling about it being an independent theater where we're serving the community what they want to see. And Kate's been absolutely foundational in setting the tone of that story and carrying the aesthetic. And she's really great at being consistent with the aesthetic. And that's sometimes a struggle for me because I have all different, like, I want to do this and then I want to do that and I want to do this. And it's so important to be really consistent with the aesthetic and, showing up the same way in many places is a big challenge. And so I'm grateful. I'm so grateful for all the work you do there. And it's been a lot of fun, right? Like movie theater work is fun. And it's fresh all the time. Sometimes the challenge is keeping up with it. There's so much new information. Every week we get a list of how many movies that are playing at Oak Center. I don't even know how many, like 14, 15,
I feel like it might even be bigger than that.
17, right? And it's like, here's all the movies that are playing. We want to advertise for them. And then a week later, brand new list, right? Some of them are carryovers, but about half of it maybe changes over week to week, would you say?
Yeah, it's really a lot to keep track of. And I think sometimes it depends on how well that movie does. If it's going to stay, you might not expect it to stay. And then it does really well. And then they're like, okay, we're going to keep it for another week. And just kind of trying to pick out which movies are going to do better and kind of market them more than maybe some of the other movies.
And having a pulse on what's happening is like helpful, but also you almost can't know. There were 2 different back-to-back horror movies recently that it's not horror movie season. It's like the dead of the summer. And I thought like, no big deal, right? And both of them are still crushing weeks later. I'm talking about Obsession and Backrooms. They came out one after the other, and they not only did great numbers, but they also maintained. It's almost like they were so good. Everybody that went to see them told all their friends, you've got to see this movie. And then all those people went and saw it and told all their friends, you've got to see this movie. So week after week, these 2 were hanging on. And that, to me, that was out of left field. I don't know if you were as surprised as I was, but those ones, I was like, I did not see that coming. We know that Toy Story 5 is a huge blockbuster and that we're going to see it for many weeks. And like previous to that, it was like Mando and Grogu, which is just good family stuff. We know that's going to be on for weeks, but there's always a surprise, right? There's always a surprise to be had. In fact, we were talking about what's coming up on the docket. What's coming up? July 10th is Moana, live action Moana with The Rock. I'm so excited about this. Does he still go by The Rock? I feel like, I don't know if you should just call him Dwayne Johnson now, right?
I don't know if I don't know. I think The Rock is more memorable.
It is. Yeah, like he's always going to be The Rock. I love that he's really appearing in live action Moana. That's going to be a tough one to do in live action because it's so fantastical. Like there's the scene when they're underwater with the sea turtle, the guy that sings the song Sparkle.
I know. I should know this. I have a 3.5-year-old. I should know all of the names. I can hear the songs when I'm sleeping, but
Right. Like I just am so interested to see how they are going to pull off in live action. So much of it, the battle with what's her name, the volcano lady at the end. Nefidi? Is it Nefidi? Yep. The battle with Nefidi, and when she's like the ash volcano fire breathing monster. Like, how are we doing this in live action, Kate?
I think it's going to be awesome.
I agree.
I think it's worth the watch.
Yeah. I'm excited to go check that out. And then the other one, the very next week, is going to be Nolan's The Odyssey. Do you know anything about The Odyssey?
I am so far into toddler movies right now that it's hard to pull myself away from those.
Yeah, I totally get that. I do. I'm excited about The Odyssey too. I think those are the two that, like we were talking about, the ones that you know are going to be big. Like,
yeah, no, I think even though I don't know a ton about it, I think it's going to be one of the biggest movies in July.
Right. It's going to be a big one, but I'm with you there. Toddler movies. I honestly though, I sort of love them. I'm really enjoying the Summer Kids movie series for $1. You can come and just chill and enjoy a whole slate of really strong films. Right now, my daughter's favorite, she's like not even 2 years old, and her favorite movie of all time is Sing. And it's on a loop in our house just over and over and over again, mostly because it's like almost adjacent to just having music on, because it's just back-to-back music, and that's a lot of fun. So check out the Kids Dollar movie series, guys, if you haven't seen it yet, because it's a great way to just spend some quality time with the kids in the air conditioning, and it's been hot. It's been really hot. Middle of July is it's getting spicy out there.
What I think's cool too about Oak Center is it really is a place for everyone. So we have the dollar movies for the kids, but also on Thursdays, the OC for me, you can, if you have a toddler, you can also bring your baby, because you can let everybody crawl around, everybody can talk. It's no shushing is one of the things they say. So you can really come, get out of the heat, and you have a space for your babies. Your toddler can have some fun for only $1.
Yes.
Which is unheard of. And then if you want to come out for a date night, so to see the Odyssey, you can actually check your child into the Popcorn Playhouse and have, a safe place for them to get a bunch of energy out. There's so many things to do in there. And you can relax and enjoy a movie.
It's perfect. So there's two different things going on here. The first one you mentioned, I'm really glad that we brought this up, because we're talking as both of us parents of very young children, like, are so interested in the OC for Me series, which is it on a regular interval? When does that?
Every Thursday.
Every Thursday, the kids movie series movie is playing also in the OC for Me format, which just means that the lights are up a little bit, the sound is down a little bit, but also it's welcome to all kinds of activity in the space. So you don't go there expecting your undivided attention on the movie. You go there knowing that I brought my 18-month-old child that's going to be walking up and down the aisle and asking for more popcorn. There's just lots and lots of activity, but it's a really welcoming. I love that you said it's for everybody. It's a space for everybody. I actually haven't taken my littlest one to one of these yet, but I think this is the week to do it. It's definitely time to enjoy some OC for Me. And I think the other fun thing about it is that I can't bring an activity to do because she needs so much of my attention that I can't crochet, right? I'm not crocheting yet. But if the kids were if she was a little older, I would even bring my laptop even. And that's acceptable. So if you're unclear on all the acceptable activities in these Thursday OC for Me films, and we do have some of our first run. So this is the kids movie series, plays sensory friendly on Thursdays, but There's usually, when there's a big movie out,
Once a month, yep.
once a month they'll do...
On a Saturday morning around 11.
Thank you. Saturday morning around 11, they'll do the OC for Me style of that showing. So if you've been thinking about, Toy Story or, whatever, or the Moana live action, maybe it'll be the July one, and you think to yourself, oh, my child is maybe a little too young for it. This is for you. So check out the OC for Me at oakcenter.net. And then the other thing you brought up was Popcorn Playhouse. This is revolutionary. We've never seen anything like this before. And that's why we're doing it, right? We're like, this is needed in the world, where you can take your kid with you to the movie to go on your date night for movies and drop them off in the Popcorn Playhouse. The Moonbounce is my favorite part. Or maybe it's the unlimited air hockey. I have a lot of favorites about this whole
My
situation.
favorites is being able to watch a movie like
in peace.
Uninterrupted. There's no like constant questions. Like,
yeah.
I mean, a lot of parents in this stage, they just can't come to the movies because they're probably paying for childcare during the day to work.
Mm-hmm.
And then they, if you hire a babysitter, the prices are pretty high.
Yes.
But then to come, and I think it's $20.
It is $20, yes.
That's like way more reasonable.
Absolutely.
For like it's up to 3 hours, right?
So
3 hours of childcare for $20.
So cheap.
And you have certified people watching them.
Yeah.
In a safe place. And they're going to get tired out, and then you're going to be able to relax and watch a movie, and then they're going to get tired and go home and go to bed.
And thank goodness for that. One of the problems I have had in the past with childcare, if I have had, say, like a friend's teenage daughter come and watch the kids, right? We go out for our movie. We come back. It's like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, and this lovely young lady needs a ride home, and it seems most appropriate for me to take her home, right? So I'm taking her home now. I am so tired. By the time I've taken her home and then I come back, everyone is asleep and I'm exhausted, and now I'm waking up early. I'm like, have to be out later than I want to be.
Yeah.
And
probably clean the house when you get home, too.
Right. And there's toys everywhere, and so we clean it up, and then, I'm up and at it at 5:30 again the next morning. I'm like, I don't know if that was worth it, right? Like by the end of that ordeal, I don't know if it was worth it. But the Popcorn Playhouse solves this problem. You bring the kids with you. They are having a great time. They get tuckered out, and they'll sleep really well that night, which is my favorite part, honestly. I really like a good night's sleep for everybody. That's my favorite part. Oh, my goodness. So these are so many of the programs, lots of fun stuff that Kate and her team has been working on at Oak Center Cinema. And I think that it's just been tremendous. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for your work and for your really strong aesthetic and your high standard of quality. It's been really, really a pleasure working with you on all these things. And I'm glad that we have the opportunity to share your talents with the listeners. And again, get in touch with Kate at kateachenbachdesign.com if you're thinking of yourself or your friend that has a business that needs this kind of support, whether it's as simple as a design for a flyer or as complex as a website, or even an ongoing need of like daily, please help us.
Yeah.
That's my program. My program is an ongoing daily need of please help us. And it's been such a pleasure. Kate, did we miss anything?
The only other thing I'd like to say is I know when I started my marketing agency, I think I've worked for agencies and seen other agencies that really take advantage of people. They're charging, insane amounts of money for a website, and then charging you like crazy amounts per month to maintain that. Oh. We had a horror story, a newer client that came to us. Every time her website would go down, they were charging her $2,000 to bring it back up. She gave us the keys to everything. It was a mess to figure out. She had like 50 plugins on the back end that they put in. So essentially they made the website break.
Yes.
We've had a lot of those types of people come to us with broken websites and broken things, and they tell me how much they were charged, and it's just outrageous. It's really hard to find companies who are honest and priced fairly,
Yeah.
that actually want to help you.
Yeah.
And that's really what we strive to do.
You're so right. In this space, I've seen not just price gouging, but even that companies will design the work that they do so that they kind of take it back from you if you
Yep.
ever try to like end some kind of ongoing contract. And that's not the way you do business. And I'm so grateful for that. But you're right. There's a lot to look out for in the space. Some SEO companies will, do all of these improvements and then have a way of pulling the rug out from under you as soon as you say like, oh, I don't know if I can continue paying $1,000 a month for this.
Yeah, it's so common and it's so unfortunate. I mean, they make the deliverables confusing. You're not 100% sure what you're paying for. You might not realize that they're going to take all these things back or try to like have your website completely, aside from you. They want to build it. They want to keep it to themselves. They don't want to give you access. Then they want to build the SEO and they want to completely do away with your website if you decide to go a different way.
Right.
And that's it's
unethical.
outrageous.
It is really unethical. And you're right, there's a lot of that in the space to look out for. So to those of you shopping, beware of the ongoing contract that seems to never end, and make sure that you actually do have ownership of your things if it does end, because there's a lot of horror stories out there of some scammy stuff, but that's what this show's. This show's all about meeting good people and good company, good businesses, and introducing them so that we can all support each other. And it's tough out there in the medium to small business world. It's tough out there. So thank you for, again, I just can't thank you enough for the work that you do and the quality that you do it with. And I hope a lot of people find you this way. I know that you also have, can we talk about your networking circle? There's a networking group of companies that I know that you meet with.
So every second and fourth Thursday night at 6 p.m., Collegeville Networking Group, we meet at Oaks, or the pizzeria right here in Oaks, the Uno Pizzeria.
Uno's Chicago Grill right there on the corner.
So you can find us on Facebook we have a group, Collegeville Networking Group, and if you have any questions, you can also reach out to me about that. It is totally free. It's very relaxed. It's not really rigid networking that, we kind of meet together. You just get to know everybody. You give your 30-second commercial, but other than that, there's no specific criteria. You can, if you're also in marketing, you can still come. It's not some networking circles. You can only have one of each profession. We don't do that.
Okay. So it's Collegeville networking group.
Yep.
I'm going to repeat because I want to make sure that I have it. It's the second and fourth
Thursday night
of the month. Second and fourth Thursday night of the month at Uno's. What time?
6 p.m.
At 6 p.m. I really like the style of this. That sounds like so much fun to just meet other professional people and see what you can do for each other. And that it's not terribly structured. You have a structured time for your elevator pitch, and then it's just have an appetizer and enjoy the evening.
Yeah, and you're not required to buy a full meal or even any food if you don't want a food. We ask, for people to grab a drink or something so that we're supporting because they're letting us meet there.
That's so nice.
So Uno's been great about letting us meet there, and they have amazing pizza. And if you're gluten-free, cauliflower crust, it's amazing.
I love it. They are very adaptable to gluten-free people, which surprises me. Anytime I go a place that has the word pizza in the title, I'm like, let's not, because I am gluten-free. And Uno's, shout out to Uno's. They're really helping in the gluten-free space. And thank you to Uno's for their generosity and their hospitality for this. I really want to check this out sometime. It sounds like a lot of fun.
It is.
And a good way to meet some people. And it would be a nice way to meet Kate, if you want to kind of see what she's up to and run some things by her. She'll be there.
Yep, I'm there every Thursday. Every other Thursday.
Every other Thursday. All right. Thanks so much for coming on this show, Kate. We'll talk to you again soon.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right. Welcome to Pop Leisure Show, where you get the local scoop on happenings, movies, music, art, and entertainment. Let us know what's happening in your neck of the woods at Pop Leisure Show on Instagram or email popleisureshow@gmail.com. Join us on FM 98.5 The Phoenix, Thursdays at 6 p.m. and Fridays at 9 p.m. I'm your host, Lane Caddy, and I'm joined today by Josh Giannini, better known as DJ Gabagool, beloved DJ at many karaoke gatherings in the Philadelphia region. Josh, how you doing today?
Lane, I am great. It's great to be here with you. Thanks so much.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for coming out. You're here because we're planning something good. We're cooking on an event.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up. It's July 17th. That's a Friday evening, isn't it? Yeah. So, what's the deal? Tell us the whole gig.
So, we have been for a long time talking about taking our karaoke show to a real stage with the real lights, the sound system, the whole concert experience.
Right
and
on.
we finally got to take that idea, bring it to fruition back in April for our superstar karaoke we had here at the Water Tower.
It was so much fun.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Everything that I hoped it could have been was topped, exceeded, blown through the roof.
That's so good to hear. Yeah. It was quite a party.
Yeah.
I got lots of great feedback. People were calling me the next day like, we had so much fun.
Oh, my
Karaoke
gosh.
was great.
It was so cool too, like the photos we got from that event and everything.
Yeah.
Like it looked like a real concert, like no joke. So we're hoping to continue that and bring it to the stage again for our fans and all the people in the region.
Nice.
It's going to be amazing.
Nice. So this is at Water Tower Live. If you are not aware, that's at Arnold's Family Fun Center.
Yeah.
Connected to it in the middle of the bowling center is the Water Tower, where we have a huge, beautiful sound stage. Well, it's not a huge sound stage. As sound stages go, it's probably kind of on the small side, but the space is really thumping. Like it's got a lot of character. It's got great lighting, a huge sound. It's got a really state-of-the-art sound system, and the karaoke opportunity to do that on this state-of-the-art sound system is pretty spectacular.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, I mean, we're used to I usually run like Mackie speakers, like 1,000 watts. They're pretty powerful. They got a nice thump to them, but it's never quite like that full concert experience. It just surrounds you and fills the room up. It's incredible.
Yeah, you can feel it in your chest.
Oh yeah,
I like that when you can feel it in your chest.
And so many of our fans that come out are musicians, but a lot of people this is their musical outlet. So to take it to this level for them is amazing. To give them that opportunity, it's some of these people have never stepped even close to a real stage. You know what I mean?
So true.
Yeah.
But there are some of the most talented singers I've heard in my life are people that do not do that professionally, that would come and karaoke for people. And you just have this moment that you're completely blown away by surprise from somebody. I'm sure that happens to you all the time.
Oh, my whole job is hearing people sing all the time. And it's amazing. I also, listen, I'll throw this out there as well.
Okay.
I'm a huge, passionate fan of live music.
Of course.
So I hear the professionals in real life all the time. I'm blessed for that opportunity.
Yeah.
But hearing some of these karaoke singers, like how good they can be, it's shocking. You know what I mean? It tops some of the professionals that I've seen, like no joke.
Right, because it's not necessarily you might have an out of this world voice and not necessarily have pursued that as your living, or just maybe you didn't want that lifestyle, right? It's a different kind of lifestyle to be a professional performing musician, but maybe you've got that secret talent. Come and see us July 17th.
I hope so. I was going to say a lot of them too are on their way, right? I did this event recently for like a teen arts program in New Jersey.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's run by like the New Jersey state. And so we had like over 150 schools all come together for this festival. And we did karaoke, open mic extravaganza. Dude, I had this kid come out, right? you must have been like 17 or younger.
Right.
Did Tony Braxton
No way.
Unbreak My Heart, which, you know, I was not expecting. I like almost like teared up.
Oh
I
my
was like, that
God.
was amazing, dude.
So cool.
I saw Tony Braxton this year in real life. So
Oh,
it's like
wow.
I saw the real thing, and then this
And
kid.
it was still impressive.
And it was like as impressive as seeing, you know what I mean, the real experience.
Epic. Yeah, that's the thing I hadn't considered. It's like a good opportunity for people to get their voice out, to be heard if it's somebody that is pursuing that, right? The early stages.
A lot of them use it as a tool too for practicing, you know, for their music, their career, their shows, whatever.
Okay,
I get a lot of that, which is amazing too, because it only, you know, brings up the entire night. You know what I mean? Because it's we have these people that are there just to have fun, and then we have these amazing singers that are there to really practice the craft. You know?
Right. Oh, that's exceptional. So how long have you been doing this?
So I got into this in 2021. We're celebrating 5 years of the DJ Gabagool karaoke brand.
Amazing. Is that your main job? Do you have other jobs?
This is my main thing. It has become my main thing.
So cool.
I got into it being a lifelong musician.
Okay.
And during COVID, I was actually living in Texas, touring with a band, a rock band down there.
Wow.
We were called Oddfellas, and it was an amazing experience. I had moved from Pennsylvania, you know, to pursue that.
Yeah.
But obviously, the live music business, the entertainment business got tremendously hit hard.
Interrupted, yes.
Brick wall slamming. So, you know, that band unfortunately broke up during all that.
Sure.
I moved back home, not sure what to do, you know, where to go.
Oh, so this is back home for you?
Yeah. So we're looking. Yeah, I'm from the area.
You grew up where?
King Prussia. King Prussia. Yeah.
Okay.
Right around the corner from the Waller Tower. So.
Okay.
So, you know, I was in a band with the guy. We started a cover band, you know, try to make a little bit extra income, get out there and play as the bars slowly start reopening.
Yes.
And he was a DJ full time, and he got very busy this wedding season. So he was
wedding
like,
season.
I got these regular gigs. Do you want to? I never touched a freaking DJ thing in my life. I knew nothing about that world.
Okay.
Brand new. And he's like, I got this gig at Xfinity Live. Here, I'll give it to you this Saturday. And I'm like, dude, I have no idea what I'm doing. He's like, no, just show up. I'll show you while you're there.
Oh, that's terrifying. Wow.
Yeah, so
okay.
I got thrown into the fire very quickly.
Did they bill it under your name though? Like,
that's the thing. That's kind of where the name came from.
Tell me.
So they were like, all right, we need a name for you. We got to bill this, advertise it. And I was like, at the time, a running joke in my friend circle was the Gabagool, everything. It's from The Sopranos. That's where that comes from.
But what is Gabagool?
It's like an Italian, like deli meat, you know, capicola. You know?
Like prosciutto or something.
Like a prosciutto, exactly.
I'm starting to really like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like Tony Soprano loved the Gabagool in the show. He's like, go make me a Gabagool sandwich. Like,
that's so funny. Okay, all right. So it's just a funny. It is just a funny word.
So I just thought, you know, this wasn't necessarily a thing I was thinking we were going to pursue as a career. I'm just like, all right, you know, we're going to do this thing a little bit, make a little extra money, right?
Yeah.
I'm
So
like,
you throw it out there.
I just bill it as DJ Gabagool, like, and they're like, you sure? I'm like, yeah. So that is how it all came together.
That is so funny. You didn't necessarily expect to be seeing that name 5 years later, and it stuck hard.
It's amazing what we have built with this. You know, I mean, the community of people around the Philadelphia area that are so passionate about karaoke. You know,
yeah. Well, it feels like you've taken karaoke to the next level, because I've been to some karaoke where people sort of politely wait their turn and stand up and do a song, and then there's some awkward quiet time and we all have a drink, and it's like you know, it's a thing to do, but your karaoke night is more of a party.
I think of it as a dynamic show. It's an interactive show with the audience, you know. So that was one of the things. I was very involved in the open mic circuit in the Philadelphia area for a long time.
Well, that helps.
Loved it. You know, I used to go out and play all the time, but I had so many grievances about the way open mics were conducted and run. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So when I got into this, I was not someone that went to a lot of karaoke nights.
Okay, but you had been to open mic, which has a similar vein.
Exactly. So I very much viewed it like that.
Okay.
And I was like, how can we take that open mic format, make it a real cohesive experience, you know?
Nice.
So that it's not just about your moment getting up there and singing. It's about the whole communal experience of that room and all the people that are there together. You know what I mean?
Amazing. Yes, it's all starting to make sense why the Water Tower felt like home for this,
Yes.
especially for your version of
Yeah.
karaoke, where it is more about creating an experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's a platform, and I viewed it as that, you know.
Okay.
I know it sounds silly to say sometimes, but it is, you know what I mean? It can be so much more than just throwaway bar karaoke that you're
Right.
doing when you're drunk, you know, with your friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It can be. And so we've harbored that, you know, that sentiment, and we've built this community around that idea and that philosophy.
So cool.
And that's what has allowed us to, again, be here now 5 years later, and this has become my full-time
That's
thing, which
really what
is
you're doing.
nuts. But
That is so great. I love it when you're living the dream. You're like, I can't believe this is what I do, but I actually do this. It's working out.
no, I like look in the mirror all the time, like, this is crazy.
Living your
This whole
dream.
thing is nuts, but
That
it's a
is so
blessing.
cool. So for anybody that's never been to one of your karaoke parties, what can they expect?
So we incorporate a lot of electronic music because I love like the rave scene, and I love that whole, you know, world of music. It's a completely separate world than traditional mainstream, like what we know, you know, on the radio.
Even the songs that people are singing.
Sure,
Okay.
sure, exactly. And that was a big thing, right? It's like it took me time to kind of find that footing and find that flavor that worked for this, you know? But you know, I half the night is going to be music people know because it's all the karaoke stuff. People want to get up and sing.
Right.
So that other half, you know, can really be these moments to, like I said, these beats that elevate certain experiences, emphasize certain emotions, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of electronic music incorporated into it.
Cool.
And, you know, we always run like 8 wireless microphones, which I don't know any other karaoke
Oh,
that
wow.
has that much infrastructure.
Yeah.
So, you know, we do these huge group sing-alongs where everybody can get a mic and get the whole room involved. You
Now
know?
I have a question. Do I have to
Yeah.
sign up for the group sing along, or this is just like, okay, like you kind of get it started and then
Yeah.
everybody just starts to jump on a mic? Like,
You know, it really depends on the flow of the night.
Okay.
There's times that it is like someone comes up, you know, and then there's times where, like, you know, a beat just feels right in that night where it's like we gotta throw on, you know, Mr. Brightside by the Killers,
Yes.
or like Don't
I
Stop
love that
Believing,
song.
Journey. You know what I mean? Right. These things that might feel like a little cliche on the surface, you know, you throw them on in front of a room of people
I would
that,
dive in.
that
I
don't
would
expect
dive in.
it.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God. Everybody's lighting up. It's, you know, the room goes
wow.
crazy.
That's
so.
really cool that it can kind of organically grow with
Yeah.
the crowd, and you can really get more involvement than one singer at a time.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's pretty spectacular.
You got to feed off the room and the energy of it. You know what I mean? That's the thing. I
Yes.
started off, like I'm telling you, as a traditional DJ.
Okay.
That was where I, again, cut my teeth a little bit before the karaoke really took off as a thing.
I see.
You know?
So traditional DJ, you're talking about Xfinity Live. Was that was like, that's like house music, like
Yeah,
keeping
yeah.
it like,
you know, a lot of party music,
Yeah.
that like 2010s pop stuff. You know, it's a lot of that flavor. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
Yes, I do.
So it's a lot of, again, reading your room and kind of, you know, getting a feel for like what's gonna be the moment right now. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like when we're gonna play the next song, let's like make this a moment. You
Yes,
know?
yeah, that's hard
So-
to do with a big crowd. Hard to
It
really
is.
like kind of know the direction that we're headed in. That's pretty cool. So all right, so the karaoke that's happening at the Water Tower
Yeah.
with you is July 17th, and because it's in July, it's not the 4th, it's the 17th, but it is so close to the 250th
Yeah.
anniversary of America.
Yeah.
Birthday, anniversary? I'm not sure which word to use there. But regardless, it's this one we're doing a patriotic theme, and that could go in so many directions.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking like red, white, and blue glitter. I'm thinking that I'll like wear something kind of patriotic, like it is the 4th of July. But it also, I feel like there's so many songs that are kind of
Yeah.
patriotic that people might choose. Not that they'd have to, but it would be a fun reason
Yeah.
to sing "Born in the USA."
Oh my God, I know.
Right? Like it would be a good opportunity for that. So this one's patriotic. Do you see the patriotic theme going in any direction that I haven't thought of? Maybe it's the food too. We could get some hot dogs going. That's an American thing.
I think that would be killer.
Yeah.
I think that'd be killer. I'm definitely expecting a lot of like country flair with the music
yes,
selection. You know what I mean? A lot of that kind of Americana stuff.
I like that.
But it's one of those things. Like, I'm really curious to see where this goes. I think it's going to be a lot of just, like I said, like that summertime, just good vibes. People are happy. You know what I mean? It's obviously a very big deal for the country. You know, 250.
Right. And I think it would have been cool to do right on the holiday, but everybody's doing their holiday thing on the holiday. So I kind of love that here on the 17th of July, we can have this big, like let's do more party, because we all got our red, white, and blue outfits. We have the glitter.
I feel like in today's world, it's like with birthdays, it's like people are always like, oh, it's my birthday weekend or my birthday week.
Right.
Even sometimes my birthday month.
Yes.
I know a few of them. So
let's keep it. My sister is one of them. Birthday month.
There you go.
She's one of them. Yes. So we're gonna keep, for America, we're gonna keep the birthday month going.
Keep the birthday month rolling.
Yes. So July 17th. It's going to be an epic party. And this is not the only one, right?
Yeah,
There's more coming. Our dates, we don't have the dates all sorted. Or do we? Did we?
We're cooking up some ideas for dates. We're definitely looking towards the fall.
Yes.
I think we're going to have a lot of events in the fall based around like holidays and stuff. So it's going to be a lot
Can we do a spooky one?
I'm excited for that particularly.
Okay.
I got my spooky
karaoke
song ready to go every year.
Oh, can I ask you? What is it? Is it a secret?
It's an old school one. It's like a 90s like metal song, but like gothic metal, right? It's called Black Number One, like the hair color dye, by a group called Typo Negative.
Oh, you're so much fun. I have no idea what that is. I can't wait to find out.
It's this weird, like 11-minute, just like monstrosity of a song about like, spooky stuff. He's talking about like, every day's Halloween. We're going to go trick or treat. She's got to dye her roots because, her hair, because her roots are showing. She can't go out unless the hair is all black.
That's so fun. That's perfect. Yes, we're definitely going to have a spooky one, maybe a Christmas one too. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Christmas
all the
karaoke's are always fun.
Yeah.
It's always a race to see who can do Mariah first.
Really? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. She's got a very strong Christmas album. Very strong. Yeah, but there was, what was it just last year that Jimmy Fallon put out a Christmas album that I was so delighted with. It was so fun. Yes, because why not?
Yeah,
right? Because why not? He's a silly man, and it was fun. It's nice to see that Christmas themed stuff coming along. But here we are. It's hot. It's summertime. Yeah. That's a long ways away.
Christmas in July, though, right?
That's true.
I'm sure maybe someone
year,
might hit us with a Christmas song at the Patriotic Karaoke.
You never know. And you know what? It's your world, guys. Like, sign up for whatever there's no restrictions on it, right? Like, whatever.
That's a huge part of the brand, is I want people to be able to come out and express themselves however they want. You know what I mean? Nice. So we're always open to all genres of music. And I always tell people, don't worry about fitting to a certain vibe. Curate the vibe. You want to switch it up. We've been doing a bunch of rock stuff. You want to come in with like a real slow R&B thing. You're going to blow us away. Blow us away. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're so encouraging. I feel like I could do this. I'm not a singer, but like, I feel like I could. Yeah. In fact, some of my favorite songs, though, I think, if it was karaoke, it wouldn't be like in the book. Yeah. Right? Like, I have a favorite song by Ballroom Thieves, and it's kind of, like not very mainstream. Yeah. So is that, how does that work?
There's so much passion around karaoke. That's the thing. I think unless you kind of float in this world a little bit, you wouldn't know that.
I don't know.
So there's people that literally are passionate enough. They've started their own companies. They make their own tracks. You know what I mean? You can acquire these tracks from these people. Okay. So sometimes there's karaoke tracks that someone out of passion and just sheer like love for the game made. You know what I mean? Okay. I've seen quite a few of that for your eclectic stuff. But you'd be surprised that just at the high level companies, that the high volume companies that
They're
put
really
out,
putting most of them more than I expect.
More
It
than you
doesn't
would
have to be
expect.
like a staple song.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
I actually think that is part of why we've been so successful is because of the diversity of what people can come and do.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Is it like a book that you look through?
It's generally like we have a couple different licenses that we subscribe to, so it's like there's just multiple libraries. Because this is my full-time thing, I'm able to have a few different libraries where most people, this might be a side thing for them. They might DJ,
So
as
they've
their
got like
main
one,
thing.
and
So they
you've
might
got
have
several.
one. Yeah.
I see. But if I'm coming to sign up, do I just write down the name of the song and then you'll let me know?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting ready.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
That's what it's all about, and getting people feeling excited and just like that they can do this. They can get up there. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And this one's longer on Friday, July 17th from 6 to 11.
Yeah.
So there is plenty of time. You can go and kind of like just put a toe in the water, observe and consider, and then warm up to the idea. It's going to take me, I think, a few hours to like be sure that I want to sign up. Because what happens to me is I'll be sure that I want to sign up, and it's right about when it's over. That's when I'm sure I want to sign up.
I have people sometimes. It's funny. You'll watch them the whole night. You just see them. They're like on their face. They're like, it's sweating bullets. They're like, I got to do it. And then it's like that last 15 minutes. They finally come up to me like, can I sing this? I'm like, yeah.
That's so
I've been
great.
watching you all night. I know you've been wanting to get up here.
We know you want to. We know you want to. I feel like we should start the night with that mindset. You know you want to.
Oh, yeah.
So like just get over yourself and sign up. Sign up. It's gonna be fun.
I call it the karaoke bug. You just you do it once, and that bug bites you, and you're like, oh yeah, this is.
I hear that about tattoos as well.
Yeah.
Like it's like one of those things that you do, and then you're like, oh yeah, I want another. Although I have no tattoos, so I have no point of reference for that.
I'll tell you though, is the opposite of that. I'm someone with like one tattoo. I'm like a one and done guy.
You got the one.
Yeah,
that's rare. You know?
It's rare. I know. Especially in the music world, I know a lot of people have a lot of work done, and
that's true.
My other half even has, I think, more tattoos than she could count.
Lots of artwork. Yes. Yes. And I hear you're going on a fun trip. Let's talk about your fun trip for a quick minute.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Fun trip. Where are you going?
We're going to the land of karaoke, actually. Japan.
I didn't even put that together. You told me you were going to Japan, and I was like, oh, good for you. It didn't come together in my mind that is the birthplace of karaoke.
Lane?
Are you going to karaoke like your whole time there?
So listen, it is like another level there, right?
Yeah.
Here, we typically have the bar karaoke. We have stuff like we're doing, like real pioneering, putting the karaoke in a real stage, like in a concert setting. But over there, it is incorporated in just everything. I went to this really cool place. So this is not my first time going to Japan.
Right.
I don't know if I mentioned that.
Yeah.
So I went to this really cool place in Tokyo. It's called Tokyo Dome City, right?
Okay.
It's in the middle of this, in the middle of the city, in the middle of the metropolitan area, right? There's this big arena, and then right next to it is an amusement park. Big, like giant roller coaster in the middle of the city going through skyscrapers. I'm not joking.
Wow.
I'm not kidding. And they had this amazing Ferris wheel. I guess it was the first one that didn't have like a center. So there's just it's just a hole in the middle. It's called the Big O.
Oh, that blows my mind. Okay.
It was so wild. Every single one of those things you get in on the Ferris wheel had a karaoke machine in it. So as you're going around the Ferris wheel, you can karaoke while you're in there. They had a microphone.
That is epic. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
so every car on the Ferris wheel, how many people fit into a car?
I mean, you could probably squeeze good like 6, maybe 8 people in
Okay,
there.
all right.
They're
So you're
big.
having your own little party. Because if it's one of the big wheels, that takes a while. You're going to be on there for an hour or so getting to the top.
I mean, you're definitely going around thing at least, I remember, like 10, 15 minutes. So you get a couple songs in.
It would not occur to me in that setting.
Yeah.
Like I feel like my heritage is English people, and we're quiet.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It would not occur to me that to be sitting on a Ferris wheel we're going to be like, you know what we should be doing right now? We should be singing to each
Billy
other.
Joel right now.
Yes. Billy Joel is the man. That's so great. Yes, absolutely. Wow. The big wheel with karaoke in it. And tell me, the roller coaster, was it an indoor one or an outdoor one?
No, it was like a giant, like outdoor one, you know?
But it's like between skyscrapers in the middle of the city.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And it was cool. I've seen the image. I guess it's like a real iconic roller coaster. So there's like an image of it literally going through like a hole in a building.
Wow.
I saw that for years. It was cool to finally like, oh, in real life. You know
Did you ride it?
Oh, I had to.
Oh, of course you did.
I had to.
Yes.
It's actually, other than music, a big passion of mine is the roller coasters and stuff.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah, travel all around for it, all around the world technically now.
All right, so what's the second best roller coaster that you've ever been on?
Man, the second best. I mean, I grew up going to Great Adventure, Six Flags right in our backyard.
Yes.
So I've obviously had quite the affinity over the years for, Nitro, El Toro, King to Ka, those classics that we have right in our backyard.
Right here, man. Yeah.
But I love out in Japan. A lot of people don't know this. The world's longest roller coaster was there it had that record for 25 years, actually.
Wow.
So that was a cool one.
And that's not the same one as this one right in the middle of Tokyo.
Not the same
Different
one.
one.
No, this is even bigger.
I did not know that
this
Japan
thing's
was known
giant.
for its roller coasters. I'm learning all kinds of things today, Josh. That's incredible. Okay, all right. So really, Six Flags even has some from somebody who knows.
Yeah.
Six Flags. It's the middle of the summer. It's like roller coaster season right now.
Oh yeah.
And you support the Six Flags variety of roller coaster.
Oh yeah. I was just there like I think 2 weekends ago, maybe.
That's
a week and
so
a half
cool.
ago. Yeah.
Oh, what a thrill. What a thrill. That's fantastic. Amazing. Amazing. All right, guys. So check out a roller coaster sometime this summer because we're all about the thrills. And don't miss July 17th from 6 to 11. You got 5 hours to enjoy the party, get together with some friends, and sing some songs at Patriotic Karaoke. And how can people get a hold of you, Josh, if they need to ask you questions?
Yeah. The best way to get a hold of me, and also the number one thing you can help support what we do, is give me a follow on our Instagram page at DJ Gabagool. That's GABAGOOL.
Excellent. Excellent, Josh. We're going to get you some followers. As a person that does a lot of marketing, I can't tell you how much it matters how many people are following your Instagram page. I'm going to sign up and follow you today, Josh.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Thanks for coming on the show. We'll see you.
Lane, it was wonderful. Thank you so much.
Take care.